It is a general assumption that upstate New York has fewer deaths caused by preventable diseases than the New York State as a whole. In Cooperstown, New York, a small rural community with a population of 1,834, according to New York State Prevention of 2009, that assumption would be incorrect. The three main causes of death in Cooperstown, New York are heart disease, lung and bronchus cancer, and chronic lower respiratory disease. For heart disease, the number of deaths in 2006 per 100,000 was 249.5. The mortality rate of the heart disease in New York State was 261.1 per 100,000, according to the New York State Prevention Act of 2009. Wendy Erify, a local citizen, states that everyone here is very active. In the summer, they're running, biking, swimming, and then skiing, snowshoeing, and using the large community rec center in the winter. No matter what the weather is outside, people make it a point to exercise and be outdoors. The higher activity level helps to control heart disease, and which is why it makes it less prevalent in Cooperstown than the rest of New York State, according to the CDC. Now, the mortality rate of lung cancer in Cooperstown is 52.7 per 100,000 people, compared to 47.5 for New York State. Smoking is the primary factor for lung cancer, with 30% of all lung cancer deaths in Cooperstown being caused by smoking. Now, in 2006, the mortality rate for chronic lower respiratory disease was 67.2 per 100,000 in Cooperstown, which was significantly higher than the rest of New York State, which was 32.6 per 100,000. Now, smoking, once again, is the leading cause of chronic lower respiratory disease, with 20.8% of all Cooperstown residences smoking, while only 16.5% of New York State smoke, according to the CDC. So in conclusion, the three major causes of death in Cooperstown, New York are heart disease, lung and bronchus cancer, and chronic lower respiratory disease. I have created a visual bar graph here to be able to kind of see everything a little bit clearer. All of this information was taken from the New York State Prevention Act of 2009. As you can see, heart disease is considerably higher in New York State and Cooperstown than the rest of the other diseases causing death, which are lung cancer and chronic lower respiratory disease. Besides heart disease, you can see here that Cooperstown in the red and New York State in the blue, that Cooperstown has a much higher death rate for both of these, especially chronic lower respiratory disease. All of these are per 100,000. All the deaths you can see here, 261 in Cooperstown. So now we'll go to our question and answer portion. Does anybody have any questions?
Is heart disease preventable?
Heart disease, unfortunately, is not preventable, but it can be very, very controlled. According to the CDC, in 2012, 200,000 deaths could have been prevented because they were related to heart disease. Some health habits that you can take on to improve your heart habits are stopping smoking, increase your physical activity, eat less salt. There's also community changes that you can make by having healthier living spaces. You can have safe places to exercise, smoke-free areas, as well as community blood pressure screening, cholesterol screenings, and diabetes screenings.
Is lung and bronchus cancer higher for men or women?
Lung and bronchus cancer in Cooperstown is actually higher for men. From 2002 to 2006, the mortality rate for men was 75.8, while the mortality rate for women was 44.8 in over 100,000 population.
Are the allergens that cause the chronic lower respiratory disease related to industrial allergens or natural allergens?
So the majority of chronic lower respiratory disease related to allergens in Cooperstown are from aeroallergens, which are allergens found in the air. And the most common allergens are found in the dairy farms that are located all across Cooperstown, and these create the most allergens. So thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the presentation and have a great day.